What's up, you guys? Joe Dobby here. I am now a Deck Out Gaming affiliate. Use Joe Dobbs Deck Out at checkout. Deck Out Gaming has tons of singles for Pokemon, Dragon Ball Super, and Digimon TCG, as well as One Piece. They now buy list as well, so don't hesitate to reach out, and they got your back. Really high customer service ratings. Thank you, guys. And yeah, let's get to the video. What's up, YouTube? Joe Dobby here, back at it again with another deck profile. I noticed there was some Myotismon support in BT15, and I figured I'd try to make the deck, and I've tested it, and it's quite good. I do enjoy it a lot. There's a lot of recursion in this deck, so just look out for Pomumons, Pillowmons, and whatnot. But the way I've built this was actually able to handle some of these floodgates that prevent me from playing Digimon from trash, and I couldn't be happier with the results of this deck post-testing. Shout out to the person who kind of shared me a topping Myotismon list in Japan. I was able to tweak it, test it to make sure that it would fit in kind of like this best of 3 North American meta. So without further ado, I'm gonna dive right into this. First things first, we're gonna go with the egg here. It's Demimon of BT15. On deletion, by trashing 1 level 5 or higher Digimon card in your hand, draw 2. This is a really powerful card, and I do prefer it over the previously, or what is still, in my opinion, the best Demimon in purple, which is a draw 1, trash 1 on deletion. I do prefer it in this deck more so because you can trash a target that Malo needs to meet its condition when played, and allows you to draw 2 as well. So really good stuff. 3 copies of Dracmon here. It's a good searcher card. It allows you to grab your ace Myotismon because it's undead for clutch plays, and allows you to trash a target that is undead or dark animal, which is both Malomon and Venom Aotus, for example, and then you place the rest at the bottom of your deck. And its when attacking effect is also not too shabby. It allows you to Digivolve into a Digimon from trash with undead or dark animal in its traits for its Digivolution cost, which allows you to get into things like Myotismon, Malo, or Venom, which is very, very powerful, especially that Venom, which we will get into in a little bit. This Demidevimon is also very good. I like this card a lot. The inheritable retaliation is quite nice, but its on play is a searcher. It works well with combination of Dracmon because both inheritables are good, so they can both go in raising. However, both on plays allow you to search and pick things up, which is awesome. So Demidevimon is a little bit more restricted. You have to add a card with Myotismon in its text. Text is quite good because it allows you to grab I think it should also allow you to grab this Demidevimon because Myotismon is in its text. It allows you to grab Malomon, Venom Myotismon, and basically what you would need to facilitate your win condition. And then you place the cards at the bottom of your deck. If you did add a card to your hand, so if you added a Myotismon in text, you get to trash a card in your hand, once again facilitating that win condition of getting your high level Myotismon in trash. 1 copy of Faston. I figured this card is quite clutch. There's a specific reason why I play this. It's because of the Ace Myotismon. I found that in testing, sometimes if you're able to just slam Ace Myotismon and have 2 blockers on board by playing Faston, you are in luck, especially if you've already got Yukios on the field that you can use. You don't really need to play a 3rd one, for example. This Faston can come in very clutch as a secondary blocker. Next, we're running 4 copies of this Gamuton here. This is one of the best rookies right now in purple because you raise it, you just gain a memory if your opponent has a Digimon, which is huge in this deck. It allows you to safely Digivolve into all of your level 4s, with the exception of Raremon. However, Wisdom Training does work around that quite well. And its when attacking effect also facilitates your win condition, allowing you to cycle through your deck extremely fast by drawing 1 and then trashing in your hand. Next, for the level 4s, we've got 1 copy of Gurum X Antibody. So this limited card is still extremely powerful. I would still Digivolve over a rookie here for the draw 2, then trash 2. I think it's just an incredibly powerful cycle card being a level 4. And if you've got the Garurumon, which I do play a few of, it's actually a great zero cost Evo because it allows you to cycle that much more. It's a draw 3, trash 2 in that regard, and you also gain a memory for it, which is pretty powerful. Next, we've got 4 copies of Raremon. This is probably the card that is going to be the hardest to get in this entire deck. Trust me, it took me a minute to get my 3 copies, and I'm about to get a 4th, luckily. But from testing this online, on play, when Digivolving, trash 1, draw 2 is amazing. You trash a high level Myotismon and draw 2, allowing you to get a rookie, a level 4, a level 5, Yukios, option cards, whatever you might need from that draw, and it's just incredibly powerful. And Raremon is actually going to be your out to floodgates like Palmomon and Pillowmon. Mind you, it's not the best out. I would rather take something that's instant as opposed to a when attacking effect. However, it is not too shabby. One of the things I will mention here is if you are going second and you open with Raremon, you almost want to keep a rookie in raising and then slam Raremon instead of Digivolve into it. That way you can put your opponent at 1 or 2 memory if they put you to 2 or 3, and then you'll get to facilitate the trash 1, draw 2, allowing you to cycle that much quicker. 2 copies of Demidevimon. This is honestly interesting to me because I couldn't really find another substitute. Level 4, I figured the on deletion gain 1 memory is very powerful because this also triggers when you go into Ace Myotismon, which is cool, allowing you to gain 2 memory with a combination of Yukio, which is great. Next, we've got 3 copies of this Garurumon. The reason why I like this Garurumon is because it allows you to play Gabumon from trash or hand without paying its cost. So it allows you to keep kind of like board presence, which is something this deck really plays for. It plays for board presence, and when you lose board presence, you kind of struggle in this regard. So that's why I like this Garurumon. In addition to that, it synergizes with Garurumon X Antibody, and it is also a when Digivolving, draw 1, trash 1, and inheritable when attacking, draw 1, trash 1. Ultimately, you want to facilitate that draw trash almost all the time at the level 4 spot, and sooner, so you can build that Myotismon win condition. Next, we've got 4 copies of Myotismon. You guys are already familiar with this. It's a when Digivolving, trash the top 2 cards of your deck, then you can play a Yukio Oawa from your trash without paying its cost. The reason why I play so much draw trash at the level 4 slot is because I want to trash the Yukios that I draw into for this specific Myotismon play. It is a very powerful play, and I really like it because it sets you up for a mainly for a Malo Myotismon, but there is an option card that plays Venom that was released in BT15 that we'll get into. Also, on deletion inheritable, you can play a Yukio suspended from hand or trash without paying its cost once your Myotismon in name is deleted as an inheritable. So whether it's Venom or Malo, you will get value off that, which is really good. Next, 4 copies of Myotismon Ace. I love this card. This card has been super clutch so many times for me because it's a natural blocker. So you can Ace Digivolve into a blocker, and then when Digivolving, play a purple level 3 or purple Tamer. So the fact that you can play Yukio with Myotismon Ace is very powerful because I can block with Myotismon Ace. If it dies, sure, there's an overflow, but Yukio memory gain on suspending from a deleted Myotismon will gain you at least 1 memory back and set you up for a Malo next turn. In addition to that, being able to play any rookie is great, and triggering their when attacking is great as well. Or not when attacking, but any on-play effects trigger as well, because obviously I play quite a few on-play rookies, allowing me to search and trash things. Next, 4 copies of Malo Myotismon. This is in direct synergy with Yukio, and I like this a lot, obviously, because this is actually my main win condition. Oh man, I might play some games online just to show y'all, but long story short, I love this guy because it just comes out of nowhere and wins the game. Once you have 3 Malo Myotismon and 8 Myotismon in name and trash, if you've got like 1, 2, 3 Yukio, your opponent's getting a unsuspended Digimon deleted, and their security trashed for each Malo you play, as long as you've got 5 more Myotismon in name in trash. Its when Digivolving effect is also quite good. Trash the top 5, and then if you have a Myotismon in name in trash, gain a memory. So it's really a 3 cost to Evo almost always. Next, we've got 4 copies of Venom Aotus here, which is on play, when Digivolving and on deletion, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. This is a very, very powerful, like, triple threat, because there is a card that plays this card, there is a card that deletes this card to replay it as a delay effect, and when Digivolving, you just pop a level 5 either way. Also, natural blocker is the big deal here, because when you block with Myotismon Ace, or you set up Malo, and then you could potentially use Malo's effect, swing its security, pop Malo with Mist Barrier, and then you have a delay effect to play Venom Aotus when your opponent tries to do some shenanigans. Next, 4 copies of Yukio Oawa. This is the guy that allows you to play Malomon Myotismon from trash. On all turns, you also gain a memory when one of your Myotismon is deleted, making it a very powerful card. When played correctly, you can actually end your opponent's turn if they aren't considering the all turns effect of Yukio Oawa. Next, Mist Barrier. This is the card I was talking about. By deleting one of your Digimon, you may play 1 Myotismon from your trash without paying the cost, then place this card in the battle area. When one of your Myotismon is deleted, trigger delay, you may play 1 Venom Aotus from trash without paying the cost. So the sequence is very awesome. If I'm missing a level 4, but my trash is set up, for example, mid-late game, I'm just not drawing into a 4 to go into a 5, etc., I can pop that level 3 and then play a Myotismon from trash. It's probably going to be this guy, so I can bring out Yukio or a rookie and have a blocker, and that blocker sets up my Yukio play to essentially also play Malo the following turn. In addition to that, when this Myotismon dies from blocking, I can trigger the delay effect of Mist Barrier to play Venom Aotus, which will then on play delete a level 5 or lower Digimon, and is a natural blocker to prevent the next attack from going through potentially, right? And then if this guy dies, I still delete another level 5, so whenever my opponent has a wide board, I am able to potentially deal with it just from that natural recursion and natural deletion from that recursion. Last but not least, 4 copies of Wisdom Training. This card is just the best card in purple for allowing you to accelerate your plays and Digivolve. I personally prefer this over Purple Memory Boost in this deck specifically because the math works out to put my opponent to 1 a lot with Wisdom Training as opposed to Purple or Mist Memory Boost. But that said, guys, that is my Malomon Myotismon BT15 deck. I can't wait for the support that we'll be getting, I think, in either BT16 or EX6 or whatever it is. I did see those reveals, and I'm so stoked for those. I'm also so stoked for Dan Devi. But right now, this is the deck that I'm currently testing, and you guys can look forward to more content from me. I'm going to try to push it out a little bit more. It's not going to be as super high level editing skills, whatnot, but I hope that the message is clear, especially for these deck profiles, that these are decks that I really enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoy them too. Following up, I will look for presenting you guys a Leviamon deck, Leviamon X Antibody deck, and also a Mastamon deck. So stay tuned, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.